are the abiotic stresses, including drought, heat, salinity, and cold stresses. Nowadays, modern sciences also became an interdisciplinary and integrated between different domains. Research at ECHELI is focused on the adoption and protection. In the areas of genomics, we have next-generation sequencing system, the Solid 5500, for the whole genome sequencing, transcriptome analysis, epigenetics, and metagenomics research. Our first achievements with this technology is the sequencing of Egyptian buffalo genome and 4 varieties of Egyptian date clock. There are a lot of other achievements and success stories with other disciplines, but I think the time is not enough for mentioning all the achievements. I hope you could have some time after this opening session to make a tour in the institute and to discuss different research domains with researchers. Again, welcome you all for coming today, and I wish you a fruitful and successful training course. And I hope you could have some time during the course for interaction with the research staff at ECHELI and also the research staff of UCARDA in Egypt, which is now located at ECHELI, who are sharing us in organizing and teaching this training course. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my colleague, Professor Dr. Osama Montez, who was the director of the Institute for the past 2 years, for his efforts with me in organizing this event until last week. And also, I think everyone at ECHELI would like to thank him for his great efforts in the renovation of this auditorium. Thank you, Dr. Osama. Now, I'd like to invite Dr. Hanaya for her statement.
Training workshop which is one of the activities under the capacity building component of the FAO TCP project on optimizing the use of plant genetic resources for food and agriculture for adaptation to climate change. As we all know, 4,000 years mark the As we all know, for thousands of years, mankind has used, developed, and relied on biodiversity for food and agriculture. With climate change, biodiversity will be significantly affected, resulting in the erosion of these resources, and mankind will lose the potential to adapt to new socio-economic and environmental conditions. Therefore, to be able to meet challenges of the future, such as changing climate conditions or outbreaks of diseases, breeders, researchers, and local communities need to have genetic diversity within species and also diversity of species to increase production and productivity towards maintaining food security and achieving nutritional diversity in diets, that is in food basket, which is important to human health. The more diversity, the more options will be available to respond to changing conditions and future challenges. This, in fact, has made the conservation and sustainable use of genetic diversity an important issue more than ever. Ex situ, in situ, as well as on-farm management of plant genetic resources have become essential and complementary components of conservation, which needs to be supported. While strengthening characterization and evaluation of genetic resources for food and agriculture is fundamental to enable sustainable use. This workshop will focus and tackle the use of molecular tools in the characterization and evaluation of PGR. With climate change interdependence, that is, countries increasingly depend on genetic resources from other countries and regions to adapt crops and adopt new crops, which will involve movement of germplasm and associated information. And I think the last 2 days was how to do networking, and I'm sure it was a great success. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity in expressing my thanks to the regional FAO office for the Middle East and North Africa region for supporting the TCP to get together countries of the region to share experiences and strengthen the cooperation on genetic resources for food and agriculture. Thank you.
Dr. Mohammed Ansari, please.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. First of all, I'm honored to be with you in this well-known institution with its significant inputs in the domain of PGR. And I'll convey the greetings of Mr. Pasquale's due to the FAO representative in Egypt. As you all are aware, both water and soil being extremely limited in the region, plant genetic resources for food and agriculture have to play a vital role for sustainable agricultural development through enhancing production and improving livelihoods of people. They provide the most important raw materials for developing the required breeding materials and crop varieties suited for various agroecological regions with improved quantity and quality for crop produce. Therefore, it would be required proper utilization, exploitation, evaluation, and identification of genetic diversity currently conserved in the national gene banks for specific traits through enhancing the human skills in the Near East region. This interface between gene bank and the breeders has not been adequately addressed and is therefore the focus of this project. The utmost importance is placed in the development of capacities and PGR for food and agricultural strategies both at national and regional level in the Near East region that can be implemented for the benefit of farming communities to help them to sustain production. This project mainly aims at developing national strategies and action plan for PGR to address capacity needs and link conservation and sustainable utilization of PGR for food and agriculture in 4 countries, namely Egypt, Iran, Jordan, and Lebanon. The major outcome of the implementation of the national strategies will be enhanced food production and averting the catastrophic impacts of climate change. In essence, this project proposes, therefore, to support capacity, improve adaptations to changing environmental stresses, especially as a consequence of climate change and variations. The target areas for capacity enhancement include a consequence of climate change and variation. The target areas for capacity enhancement include germplasm conservation and characterization, including the efficiency enhancing molecular biology techniques. The publications of reference and training materials will also be implemented. The TCP Technical Cooperation Project through the development and the subsequent post-project implementation of the national strategies will provide farming communities with crop varieties suited to the various agroecological regions. The proposed national PGR strategies the project proposes to develop will help in averting the catastrophic impacts of climate change, insects, pests, diseases, salinity, alkalinity, and etc. At the end, I would
Thank you very much, Dr. Muhammad. And now, Dr. Kamil Matias, Deputy Director of the Agricultural Research Center.
Bismillah, my colleagues and the guests from the country. First of all, I would like to transfer the greetings and the apology of Dr. Abdulman Al-Banna, the President of the ARC, because he is not there right now. And it's my pleasure to be with you in this day to share you in the opening of this international training course. But let me first welcome you all in the ARC and especially all the participants from the neighbor countries. I wish you all an enjoyable and successful stay in Egypt. I would like also to thank the organizers of this event, mainly the FAO and the ICARDA, for their fruitful and continuous cooperation. I'm sure we are all aware of the great importance using modern technology and genetic resources in improving food and agriculture, achieving food security, increasing the agricultural production to face the great population pressure, and at the meantime protecting the environment and creating new varieties that can adapt to climatic changes occurring around us. These resources are crucial for sustainable agricultural production intensification and ensure the livelihood of a large proportion of women and men who adapted on agriculture. Taking all these into consideration, it's important to mention that Egypt's National Gene Bank is an important body in the ARC, which is responsible for collecting, preserving, and conserving Egypt's biodiversity and give farmers free access to it. It's also considered the focal point for coordinating breeding programs in the public and the private sector, in addition to transforming technology and experience through training. I would like finally to add that this training course is considered a great opportunity for all the participants trying to gain experience in using advanced molecular biology techniques and technology where they can use in supporting the agriculture sector in their countries, participating in increasing production and thus achieving more food security. Finally, also I would like to thank specifically Dr. Osama Montez who lead the arrangement and preparing for this training course. And thank you all. I hope you have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kamil. I would like to thank everyone joined us today. And I would like to invite you all for a photo at the main gate of the Institute. Just 5 minutes. Take a photo. Group photo. Thank you very
بيقول لك الحاجة يا ابني مش على الاسم بس الاسم